Hey everyone, so today we're diving into a really different way of thinking about movement. It's called the EmBody Method, and it's all about focusing on how you feel, on being present, instead of just chasing performance. Honestly, it might just change your whole relationship with exercise. So let's get right into it. So let's just start with a really big question. We're always told to push harder, go faster, ignore the signals your body is sending. But what if fitness isn't just about hitting those external goals? What if it's about something way deeper, like our actual internal experience, right here, right now? And this is where you can really see the huge shift in thinking. So much of traditional fitness runs on that whole no pain, no gain motto, right? It teaches us to just override what our body is telling us so we can hit some goal. Well, the EmBody Method completely flips that on its head. It's built on deep listening, on prioritizing your internal experience, and on choosing curiosity over trying to be correct. Okay, so that leads us right into our first big idea, this shift from looking to sensing. And this right here is the absolute heart of the whole philosophy. The practice is called embodiment, and it's really simple. It's about sensing your body from the inside out. So instead of worrying about how a pose looks in the mirror, or if you're doing it perfectly, the invitation is to get curious. How does it actually feel in your joints, in your muscles, in your breath? And this isn't just some vague, floaty concept. It's a really structured practice. And that structure is built on 4 foundational pillars that are there to support you in every single class. These 4 pillars are breath, stability, mobility, and strength. Now, what's so important to get here is that these aren't sequential steps. It's not like you master one and then move to the next. They all weave together, all the time. Think of them like tools in a toolkit that you can always come back to. First up, we've got breath. This is your anchor. It's really the #1 tool that brings you right back to the present moment and helps calm your nervous system down. Next, we have stability. You can think of this as your support system. It's all about organizing your body in a way that makes you feel really secure and grounded, and that's what makes movement feel safe. Then there's mobility, which is framed as your freedom. This is just an open invitation to curiously explore your own range of motion, not to force your body into a certain shape or to push past your limits. And finally, strength. But we're not talking about aesthetics here. In this context, strength is your resilience. It's about building the sustainable energy and capacity to meet all of life's challenges, both on and off the mat. Okay, so how does this all work in real time? Well, that brings us to our second big concept, using your body's inner compass. And this is all about learning to listen to those subtle signals coming from your nervous system. See, your body is always telling you how safe it feels. When you're in a connected state, you feel calm, you feel curious, you're ready to explore. If you feel mobilized, maybe a little buzzy or anxious, the best choice is just to slow down, maybe focus on your feet on the ground. And if you feel shut down, kind of foggy or heavy, the kindest thing you can do is add more support. Maybe look around the room. The goal isn't to fix any state, but just to respond to it with kindness. This leads us to what might be the most radical part of this whole method. The idea that you are the expert. This whole section is about embracing your own power and your own choice. This quote, this is everything. It's at the very core of the practice. Sure, the instructor is a guide, but you are the ultimate authority on what your body needs. It's a belief system that's designed to give that trust right back to you. So how does that actually play out? Well, first, every single cue from a teacher is just an invitation. It's never a command. Second, your internal feelings are the most important feedback you can get. And third, taking a break is part of the practice. Pausing is an active way to check in, not a way of checking out. I mean, how powerful is this statement? It puts consent and boundaries right at the center of movement. Honoring your body's no is just as valuable and celebrated as saying yes. Let's talk about modifications for a second. So often, we're taught that choosing the easier option is a sign of weakness, right? Like we're not doing it properly, or we're somehow failing. But the EmBody Method completely reframes this. Here, choosing a modification is seen as an advanced skill. And why is that? Because it shows you are listening so deeply to your body. It shows you're prioritizing what's safe and sustainable over just performing a trick. And to make this super practical, the method offers these things called ladders of choice. You can climb up or down the range ladder by making a movement bigger or smaller. You can adjust the effort ladder by changing the intensity, or you can use the support ladder by adding props to change your relationship with gravity. It's just a simple, beautiful toolkit for making every single moment of the practice your own. So where does all this lead? It all builds toward our final and maybe most important takeaway: how to create a practice that can last a lifetime by building a truly sustainable connection with your body. At the end of the day, sustainability isn't built on intensity. It's built on consistency and on kindness. It's really the art of showing up for yourself in a way that feels nourishing, not draining. And that means letting go of that all-or-nothing mindset, you know? Some days, 5 minutes of gentle stretching is a complete and perfect practice. Honoring your need to rest is a strategy for the long haul. It's not a setback. The whole idea is to let your capacity grow at the speed of trust between you and your body. And that really brings us full circle, doesn't it? The most advanced practice isn't the hardest pose or lifting the heaviest weight. It's simply the one that truly listens to and honors your body exactly as it is in this moment. So I'll leave you with this to think about. In a world that is so obsessed with grinding and pushing, what could you build? What kind of strength? What kind of resilience if you started not from a place of force, but from a place of genuine ease?